Okay, so we have at optimum, by differentiating this, if I write this condition at optimum, then this is the condition we arrive at. Okay, now from the FOCs, from the first two, the first two equations, if I write here, so ux is basically lambda star px, so lambda star px dx star plus lambda star py dy star equal to 0, right? Okay, so these are replacement from the first two equations. Now from there we can write this, that px dx star plus py dy star equal to 0. And why is this? Because lambda star is not equal to 0. Okay, so that's why we have explicitly written lambda not equal to 0 while constructing the Lagrangian. Okay, now we'll just put a minus here. So px dx star minus py dy star equal to 0. And from the third condition of FOC, what happens is, from the third condition of FOC, we will write that not really FOC, but third condition of FOC, if it is differentiated, okay, then we can write like this. So minus dm plus x star dpx plus y star dpy equal to 0. Okay, so I'll just say it again. We used the first order conditions here to write this. Okay, and then if you look at the expressions that we obtained from the third condition of, from totally differentiating the third condition of FOC, then this is what we have. Okay, now, so in summary, substitution effect says that this expression is equal to 0, which means this is equal to 0, right? And if I put 0 here, then this entire expression becomes 0. Okay, and we will do just that. Okay, so we're going to do two things. Number one is on substitution. So substituting this on substitution. So we have this one, this is equal to 0. And here, just to mention, we also have dpy equal to 0. So this expression, the last expression, will also be 0. So if I do that, then the dx star, it becomes, okay, let's write 1 by Jacobian. So here is minus, right? Minus lambda star py square dpx. Okay, and from that we can easily write dx star dpx equal to del x star del px equal to minus lambda star py square by Jacobian. Now look at this expression. So this is first of all, this is our substitution effect. So again, write it down, because we will get this. I hope at least we will get this in the end, or it is our duty to check whether we have obtained this in the end or not. Okay, now okay, so now note one thing, that Jacobian is positive. Now py square is positive. And since we are having a maximization problem If we solve, then we'll get lambda star as also positive. So we have our Jacobian positive, we have py square positive, we have lambda star positive. So that essentially means that we have del x star del px negative. Okay, and that gives us mathematically a famous result that we have studied diagrammatically, and that result is that substitution effect is always negative. Substitution effect is always negative. Okay. Now remember that the substitution effect we are talking about is Hicksian. Okay, it's not Slutsky. The equation's name is Slutsky, but the substitution effect that we are considering is Hicksian. Okay. So now only one thing is left, and that is price effect. Okay. So price effect basically says that if the price of, here since we are talking about x and px, so if px changes, what happens to the Marshallian demand? So price effect. Now what do we have here? Here we have dpx non-zero, dpy 0, and dm 0. Now our job is very simple. Just like before, we are going to put dpy 0 here, dm 0 here, and dpy 0 here, and we will look at the expression that we obtain. Okay, so now our dx star will be, again, it comes out, so it will be x star dpx, right? Because these two are 0. Then the things in the bracket, they remain the same. So uxy plus px uyy okay, yeah. And if I put 0 here, and if I open the bracket, then it will become a minus. So minus lambda star py square dpx. Okay. All right. So we can directly see, right, what we have here. Now let's write like this: dx star dpx, which is equal to del x star del px. Just to mention that we are working in Marshallian, we'll just write this: m equal to m bar. So here the money that is available is constant. So that's how we are identifying that it is Marshallian. Okay. So what is it? This is x star into px uyy minus py uxy divided by Jacobian minus lambda star py square divided by Jacobian. And as we see that, okay, now we are going to erase this, because now we do not need it anymore. And as we see, if we write x star, then this is our del x star del m. So this entire expression is our del x star del m, right? So this is what happens to X star if I change the income. Now the totality of it, so that is change in income due to M multiplied or weighted by X star, is called the income effect. Okay. Now obviously the sign, that is whether it will be minus or plus, increasing or decreasing, that is obviously determined by the sign of this differentiation expression, but the income effect is basically the combined thing. Okay, the combined entity. All right, so just to match with what we have derived earlier. Okay, so earlier we have said that our expression for income effect was this expression multiplied by a minus sign. So if I'm going to write it, match it with what I have derived earlier, so then there will be a minus here. So earlier we have derived this expression but with a minus in front. So we have minus X star del M. Okay, and here we have just derived it, right? This is del X star del Px, but to make sure that we are in Hicksian u equal to u bar. So this is evaluated at a constant utility, and this one is our substitution effect. Okay, so in a sense we have got what we are looking for. So symbolically we can write this del X star del Px M equal to M bar equal to del X star del Px u equal to u bar, right? Sorry, this is capital U. So u equal to u bar minus X star del X star del M. Okay, so this is the structure of Slutsky equation. All right. So symbolically, if I write, then what we have written while studying this in diagrams, if I write that, then just to resemble, just to find a match, this is, I'm writing price effect equal to substitution effect. Look at it. This is inherently negative. This whole expression is substitution effect. Okay, taking in the negative. All right, and then plus income effect. So again, so plus income effect. Okay. All right. So this is our form here that we have obtained here. At times in some books it is also written as X del X M, which explicitly stand for Marshallian, equal to del X H del Px minus X star del X star del M. Okay, now again matching with this, I have written plus income effect here, but here in income effect I have put a minus here. So by that what I'm trying to say is that this entire thing is essentially income effect, right? This entire thing, taking in the minus, this entire thing is income effect. Okay, all right. All right, so this is what we have at the end. So this is our Slutsky equation. Just to add with it, a Slutsky equation can also have an elasticity form. Just to extend our work a bit, Slutsky equation can have the elasticity form also. And to get that, the job is very simple. We just have to multiply this equation that we have here, by Px by X star. So multiplying by Px divided by X star, we have, what do we have? So the first one will immediately become elasticity, own price elasticity of the Marshallian, right? So this is own price from Marshallian. Del x star del px into px by x star. Similarly, the other one will become elasticity own price from the Hicksian. So this will be own price Hicksian. And then if I multiply it here, then things will be a little bit different. For example, so we have x star here, right? So if I write px by x star, then it is then you may think that I will just cancel out these two x star. So I'll not do that. So let's keep it here. Okay. So px by x star. What we'll do is we'll bring in one m by x star here. Okay. So we have extra m by x star here. Okay. And for that we are going to adjust by 1m here. Okay. Okay. So again, we have multiplied this expression, the whole equation by px by x star. So this is here. Now this is our expression from this Slutsky equation, and we have multiplied m by x star also. Now since we have extra m here, we'll get one m by m here. Okay. Now what this expression is resulting into? This is, we can write this expression like this. So px into this x star by m. Okay. So that's adjusted. Okay, sorry, this we don't need this, sorry. All right. So px by x star into this, we multiply by m and then we divide by m. So then we combine things up. So px into x star and this m, we have it here. This one, and this one. And then we have m by x star into del x star del m. Okay. So again, we have multiplied the whole thing by px by x star, right? And this is our original expression. With that, we multiply and divide by m. Then we take them in a different style. So px, x star and m, that gives us this expression, which is share of expenditure of x. And the rest of it gives us the, what is this? This is income elasticity. So it gives us income elasticity of x star. Okay. So now I'm going to erase this and just write the thing that we have just obtained. Okay. So if I directly write this expression will become S11 into nu. Okay. So what is the elasticity form of Slutsky equation here? So this is Slutsky equation in elasticity form. So what is it? This is own price Marshallian is equal to own price Hicksian minus this is share of expenditure of x, and this is income elasticity. Okay. Now, as you can see that we can have, using symmetry, we can have Slutsky equation of cross price also, and we can have Slutsky equation for with respect to Py also. Now, just in passing, I will also mention the cross price Slutsky. It has the same form, just a bit of symbolic symmetric change. So now what I'll be looking at is cross price Slutsky. So what are the good and price here? So Y star is the good and PX is the price. So what will I do? I'll just replace X star by Y star, but not in all places. So let's write this. So we are looking at, given this, the cross price Slutsky equation. So how will it look? So obviously del Y star del PX. Okay. So this again is coming from the Marshallian, and then del Y star del Px, so equal to U bar, and minus this X star remains as same. Okay, del Y star del M. So you can see that if I now change this, so this is, first of all, this is my cross price Slutsky equation. Okay, so del Y star del Px, del Y star del Px, M bar and U bar, and then X star. Okay. Now look at one pattern here, so that if you even forget, you can easily remember. First of all, whether X star or Y star will be multiplied with this del X star del M, that depends on whose price I am taking. So as long as I am differentiating with Px, I will multiply X star here. The moment it changes to Py, I will multiply Y star here. Okay, and whether this will be X star or Y star, that depends on which good I am looking at equilibrium. So if I'm looking at in the change of X star, obviously it will be X star. If I'm looking at Y star, then it will be Y star. Now similarly, I can also write it in the elasticity form, which I'm skipping because it is easy to get that, right? So this will be cross price elasticity of Y from Marshallian, this will be from Hicksian, and just like it, here it will be share of expenditure of X, and this will be income elasticity of Y. Okay, so as long as I'm considering Px's change in Px, X star remains here undisturbed, and share of expenditure of X also remains here undisturbed. If I change Px to Py, this changes to Y star. Otherwise, the whole thing remains. Otherwise, the whole thing changes symmetrically. Okay. Now, to explore some other things, something just extra, is that, see, I have said that we have seen that Slutsky equation, substitution effect is always negative. So that is reconciling what we have studied in microeconomics. Okay, so we have reconciled that fact. Also, given the fact that income effect is indeterminate in sign, we have seen that mathematically also we can observe three possibilities. Possibility one is that I can have a normal good. Possibility two is that I can have an inferior good where the income effect is not really surpassing the substitution effect, and also I can have a Giffen good where the effect of income effect is so strong that it surpasses the substitution effect and makes the demand curve positively sloped. All right. So this is how we reconcile all the things that we have seen and written diagrammatically here using mathematics in utility maximization.